Hey guys, welcome back to Stock My Closet. In today's video, I'll show you how to cut and stitch a beautiful flared palazzo with an elastic waistband. I'll take you through the complete process step by step and explain all the calculations along the way so you can easily adjust this method for any size. Here are the measurements and fabric details for today's project. Now let's get started with the cutting. Fold the fabric in half widthwise. I've already folded the fabric, so I now have two layers. First, I'll trim the uneven edges at the top. I'll be cutting the front and back pieces separately. So let's start with the front piece. The finished length of the palazzo is 34 inches. Since we'll be attaching a waistband, I'm deducting 1 inch from the length. I'm also adding 2 inches for the bottom hem allowance and half-inch seam allowance at the top. So after making these adjustments, I'm marking the length at 35.5 inches. Next, I'll mark half inch at the top for the seam allowance and extend this line across the fabric. Next, I'll mark the waist. Since this is an elastic waistband palazzo, I'll use the hip measurement for this calculation. The hip measurement is 41 inches and I'm adding 4 inches of ease, giving me a total of 45 inches. Dividing that by 4 gives 11.25 inches. After adding half inch seam allowance, I'll mark the point at 11.75 inches. Next, I'll mark the crotch measurement. For this, I'll again use the hip measurement, which is 41 inches. Dividing 41 by 4 gives 10.25 inches. I'll add 1 inch for comfort and movement, bringing it to 11.25 inches. And after adding half inch seam allowance, I'll mark the point at 11.75 inches. Now mark 11.75 inches waist measurement on this line and connect these points. Next, we'll mark the thigh measurement on the crotch line. The thigh round is 28 inches and I'm adding 2 inches of ease, making it 30 inches. Dividing 30 by 2 gives 15 inches. After adding half inch seam allowance, I'll mark the point at 15.5 inches. Now I'll draw the front crotch curve. You can either draw it freehand or if you prefer, measure the line, mark the midpoint and use it as a guide, then draw a smooth crotch curve like this. Next, I'll mark the bottom round. Since the fabric width on the fold is 21.5 inches, I'm keeping the front bottom round at 19.5 inches. Now I'll join this point smoothly to the crotch line. Now measure the distance from the hip line to the bottom. In my case, it's 23 inches. Mark the same measurement on the opposite side. You'll notice there's a gap of half inch. I'll now blend this point into the bottom hem with a slight curve like this. Next, add the seam allowance on the side. With that, the marking of front piece is complete, so I'll just cut it out. Next, we'll cut the back piece. Fold the fabric in half widthwise, just as we did for the front. At the top, mark 1.5 inches and extend the line across. This extra 1.5 inches is added for the back rise. Now use this line as the starting point and place the front piece on the fabric. Align the side edges carefully so both pieces match perfectly. From the front crotch point, draw a straight line upward. To create the back crotch extension, extend the crotch width by 2 inches. At the top, extend the line by 1 inch. After adding half inch seam allowance, connect this point smoothly to the front waist point. Next, we'll draw the back crotch curve. Now extend the back bottom by 1 inch and blend it smoothly into the crotch point. With that, the marking for the back piece is complete and I'll cut it out. With that, the cutting of the palazzo is complete. I'll cut the waistband later after stitching the front and back pieces together. Now let's move on to the sewing. First, join the front crotch curves together and stitch them. Then do the same for the back crotch curves. I've now stitched and overlocked both the front and back crotch curves. Next, place the front and back pieces right sides together. Align the side seams and stitch them. The side seams are now stitched. Check if the front and back hems are even and trim any excess fabric if needed. Next, I'll finish the bottom hem and then stitch the inseam. Fold the seam allowance twice like this and stitch along the edge to secure the hem. I have now finished the bottom hem and next I'll stitch the inseam. Now I'll measure the waist opening of the palazzo. It measures 52.5 inches, so I'll cut the waistband slightly longer at around 55 inches. I've cut the waistband pieces. They are 4 inches wide and cut in two separate pieces. Next, join one side of the waistband first. Now place the right side of the waistband on the wrong side of the palazzo. Align the raw edges and stitch all around the waist. I have attached the waistband and pressed the seam allowance. Now fold the waistband in half toward the right side of the palazzo and stitch along the folded edge to secure it. Leave an opening of about 1 inch for inserting the elastic. Lastly, I'll insert the elastic through the waistband and join the end securely. Then I'll make a top stitch through the waistband. This helps distribute the gathers evenly around the waist and also keeps the elastic from twisting or shifting during wear. And with that, our flared palazzo with an elastic waistband is now ready. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The fit is comfortable, the flare falls beautifully, and the waistband provides a neat and secure finish. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Stock My Closet for more swing and DIY tutorials. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.